We're in the middle of debating on Beyond the Game here our best pizza joint. I'm eating Domino's Pizza to my right here, and Dom here was explaining how Little Caesars is kind of his first. And I like Little Caesars, I will say that, but they just have like no sauce on it, and that's my only gripe with it. But I'm sorry, continue. You were saying maybe Pizza Hut second. What do we got here?
I kind of agree. Now that the older I got, the more I understand. It could use a little more sauce, like these pizzas felt a little dry,
Sure.
But Domino's is a close second. Papa John's, I would no. I'm not gonna lie. Papa John's isn't even in my top 5.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had it, or I don't think I've had it. If I did, it was once or twice. I didn't really. It was okay, but nothing crazy. Yeah.
What Domino's that I think if they did invest in, they would probably be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The cheesy pizza puffs.
Yeah.
The little puffs. If Domino's had their own version of that, I don't know. I might just actually. I'd have to get involved with that because that actually sounds like it will be good if Domino's were to invest in it. But the world may never know.
Now, here on Beyond the Game, we're doing our Week 4 preview of the NAL, National Arena League here. This past week, the Southwest Kansas Storm and Dominic Moore here beat the Colorado Spartans 48-41, I believe, right there. And you said it was going to be a high-scoring game, and you were definitely right there. You guys copped the dub, which is good. Moves you to 3-0 on the season. One of two 3-0 seasons, 3-0 teams remaining. And you're taking on Sioux City Bandits. How do you say that?
Sioux City.
Sioux City, yeah, I'm sorry with these names. Sioux City Bandits, who are 2-1. They're solid. They're in 4th place right now. So you have to run us through your previous game here, and then we'll get on to Sioux City.
Yeah, man. Like I always do, man. First and foremost, big shout out to Colorado. Coming out and playing a very great, football game. A back and forth game, especially given that.
Yeah, no Paxton Lynch.
Yeah, their guy was down. They signed a guy that has the arena experience. He's a pretty solid arena quarterback.
Yeah.
He played for Salina, so we kind of knew of him.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that he was going to want to air the ball out, and man, they did that. Man, they made some plays, and like I said, it was a back and forth game. So, massive shout out to them, and we'll probably see them again. Maybe in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie, we're definitely going to see that team again in the playoffs. Yeah, man, we walked away with the dub. We had to fight for it, like every game in this league. I'm not gonna lie, you got to fight for games, man. But yeah, thankfully we did it, and now we're looking to go 4-0 against a pretty solid Sioux City team that just came off of beating Omaha. And everybody, like as I mentioned before, man, Omaha is Omaha, right? And they're just going through a little rebuild right now. So yeah, but we got a good solid Sioux City team coming in, and they have momentum right now. So we're just looking to have a good game and walk out 4-0.
Yeah, now you guys are tied for first with Salina, and Pueblo's right behind you at 4-1. How many games are played in the regular season again?
10.
10, okay. 10 games, and I think I see 9 teams in this league. So yeah, do you play every team like once?
We don't play Pueblo this year. We don't play Pueblo. Also, that's another thing we won't see until the playoffs.
Okay.
It would have been nice to see them, just to get a feel for them.
Sure.
Get a feel for every team. And,
yeah.
Like the last few games we have are the last few games we have. Like we see Amarillo twice, we see Salina twice, and I think we see Sioux City twice. And so, yeah, the last few teams that we have are the last few teams that we have. So.
You still got Salina coming up twice here?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. Those will be some good games.
That'll be a home and home.
Home and home. Okay, that's good. Yeah, definite playoff seeding going on there. Now, how was your play this previous game? You're gonna rate yourself against the Spartans here. What is this? Your second game? It's 2-1. So yeah, your second game.
Yep, second game in this system, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I definitely played better than I did the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the rust off, shook all the rust off first game. Got all the the bad plays out of the way. I feel like for the most part, And I came into this game just not thinking. Right, first game I was just I was like, oh, okay, this is a new system. These are new plays. This is new lingo. So I'm trying to catch everything at once while we're getting arena football fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be on it, right? So I'm thinking about all that, while in the play. But after a good week of practice, I should say, and then talking to my coaches to make a few adjustments, with my play and everything. I came into this Colorado game pretty confident that I would do better, and I did. I mean, I don't want to say I shut down, the defensive player of the year last year, and one of their defensive ends, he won player of the year last year in the league. But I did pretty solid. I did way better than I did first game. So yeah, man, we're looking to keep that rolling, and I obviously go get 1% better every game, and go 1-0 every.
So how's Sioux City? What's their play style kind of like? What kind of matchup we're looking for this week?
It'll be a ground and pound game, man. They seem to love the triple option.
Okay.
They love the RPO.
Yeah, RPO, peak zone bubble, those prime Madden plays.
If they need to throw it, they will. They have a quarterback that can. Defensively, their defensive line, in my opinion, is their best position on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So our offensive line, we're ready for anybody, So
yeah.
we pretty much been studying their whole everything, the entire defensive line this week. We've been, studying it. We've been, locking in on keys. We've been, just paying attention to mannerisms, and we're pretty much preparing ourselves to go into a dogfight against this great defensive line, man, because they play fast, they play physical, they get to the ball, and it's going to be one-on-one, mano-a-mano, you versus me, so let's do it. So
yeah, that's the thing about arena football. I know the field's smaller and everything, but they're obviously on the line and receivers and stuff. Like, there are a lot of hits, and it's kind of hard. In the NFL, you got a big field to work with, and you can scheme things up and get open. And maybe like work the boundaries and avoid contact. That is not a thing in arena ball. It is very hard to do that. It's so small, whether it's the line or receivers. Like, you have the ball, you will be getting hit.
Exactly, man. And it's like some of the outside guys, I'm not saying they can't play arena, but it's like, I was the victim of this, man. I'm so used to that once I got into the arena, I can't play as wide and as open as I play as if I was, outdoor.
Sure.
So it's definitely an adjustment. And with that adjustment, you'll learn a lot about yourself. And in that adjustment, you're also bettering yourself for level, right? Because
yeah, you can kind of play in a phone booth. You can play anywhere then.
Exactly. I mean, you pretty much said what my coaches said, right? Like, if you can beat this guy one-on-one in a phone booth, you're going to be pretty much playing everywhere, right? So that's kind of the mindset going into, these games, going into any one-on-one situation I have. It's like if I know I can beat you in a phone booth, then, I know I won in the game.
Yeah. So what is give us your score prediction, give us the rundown, give us this outlook.
Score prediction.
For tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time on the NAL app for all of you that want to tune in.
We're on Ion, nationally televised.
Okay, this game's Ion, nationally televised. There we go, people.
Yes, sir.
Dial it in.
Let's see. Southwest, I'll give us 51.
51.
Sioux City 26.
Oh, okay, all right.
26. I'm not gonna lie, man. Our defense has been, and I mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
Our defense gets better every single week, man. Mm-hmm. It's kind of, it's definitely scary because I have to go against it, right? So me, I'm like, like I don't struggle like this against you, So it's like, what did you do? Like, what have you done? Right? So our defense has made some adjustments since the last game, and man, I'm not gonna lie, they've been playing lights out this week so far. They've been practicing lights out. Everybody's energy is high, man, and we recently had a couple DBs go at it, and you want to see that, right? Because you're making each other better, man, and that's kind of what that little spark in me before the practice. I'm like, oh, they're going at it. I'm about to go at it with somebody else. Let's just go at it, right? But at the end of the day, man, it's all love. We just want each other to be better because we know how to play. we know how we play, and we know like there's a lot more in our tanks than what we give. So yeah, 51-26, Southwest Kansas walking out with the dub on national television.
51-26. Heard it here first, folks. And that hopefully Salina loses, then we will have sole possession of first place for now. But we're up there right now, undefeated. That's all we can ask for. We're looking good. The offense has been scoring points, and the defense has been getting better each week, as you mentioned. So looking pretty good. It's looking like Southwest here. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with come playoff time here this summer.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.